everybody, Eleanor and Jazz here from Nesta Invest, and you're watching Hot Property Q&A. Questions asked by you, answered by us, so you can gain more knowledge and insight into the property world and beyond. Now in this video we've been asked to give some advice on buying off the plans. So buying off the plans is a great way to secure your first home, and after paying the initial deposit you have 12 to 18 months to get your funding in order, get your budget ready before you walk into the door of your brand new home, which is pretty exciting. Obviously the only difference is, which can scare a little bit of a few people, is of course that you can't actually see that new home before you buy it. You're not walking in and you're not looking at exactly what you're buying, but it's something that is going to be coming in later on. So what we thought we'd do, and we've been asked this a lot, is just share some advice and tips on what to look out for and what to do when you are going to buy off the plans, just so that you can do that confidently and feel safe and feel excited. So one of the first tips that we'd like to share, and we think is really important, is of course researching the builder and the developer.
Yeah, that's where I would start. So look at who the developer is, who the builders are. In our case, we are the builder and the developer. So yeah, look at past projects of these guys. So that's how we sell. So we go, our buyers generally have gone to the previous projects and bought into the new ones. So look at previous projects, you can walk into it, feel the house, feel the quality, look at the detail, and you know that the next one will have the same detail. So yeah, that's a good way of doing a bit of research.
Another thing to do, and that's part of that research, is doing your homework and looking at those plans, and looking at all those details of that house that you're going to buy. So obviously you'll be given detailed spec on everything that is in there, what the house is going to look like, dimensions, measurements, materials, and all that stuff. So it's something to really go through with a fine-tooth comb. So, particular things like materials and acoustic ratings are quite important.
Yeah, so for me, acoustic ratings extremely important. I've lived in a house or in a flat where there's toilet pipes running through the bedroom. Not a very good feeling. So just making sure, and there's acoustic ratings higher than council. That's what we build to. So basically you can't, when people are walking upstairs, they can't hear downstairs. Just simple things like that make living a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, especially long term.
Yeah, and just looking at specification as in what's included. Heat pumps, just basic things. Heat pumps, as washing machines, dryers, dishwashers. Like some developers do include it, some people don't. Window furnishings like blinds, etc. So looking at those sort of details and what the building is made out of as well. That's quite handy. Just having a look what sort of cladding there is, what sort of roof it is. So yeah, that's what I look for.
Just making sure you know all the materials, and of course those dimensions, making sure you know what size you're buying, how big are the rooms.
Definitely.
Get out the tape measure and just do a demo at home if you need to just get an idea of what size it's going to be.
Yeah, if it's 3x3, go to your bedroom and see, okay, 3x3, what it feels like, how big it is, and if it's big enough, small enough, so you get a good idea. Just compare it to your own house where you're living at the moment.
Definitely a good way to practice and see what it's going to be like. So the next thing we want to look at, and we think is really important, is about protecting yourself. So what are the warranties and what's in place during the development, and of course afterwards as well from the builder? It's really important.
So there's lots of warranties out there. One of them is the master builder's warranty, certified builders. When you get a little bit more complicated, like our ones, one of them was through Lloyd's of London. So there's quite a few options there. But just make sure that there is some sort of 10-year warranty that comes with the development.
And obviously making sure that while the construction is underway as well, there's that security too. Yeah,
plus your deposit's always secure. It's always with the lawyers. So yeah, there's no risk of you losing the deposit as such. So it doesn't go to the developer till you actually hand over, until the titles are gone through. So it's sitting in a safe trust account.
Yeah, so just making sure there are some of those safety net things in place. Definitely important. And number 4, which is quite a good one I think, and we've talked about, is getting the price right. So when you are buying off the plans, still making sure you are getting something that you can and that will gain value later on.
Yeah, definitely. So the whole purpose of buying off the plans is when it's finished, you want it to be at least worth a little bit more than what you bought it for. I'm just going to throw it out there that our Alfred Street development, all the buyers at the bottom floor who purchased probably in October or nine
Last
months. Yeah, 9 months ago, have all gained about 50 grand worth of value. So
Wow.
about 8%. So that's quite a good value over, 8 months.
Yeah, so that is something that you maybe want to have in your mind when you are looking to buy off the plans.
Yeah, that's it. Like, will it go up in value? Like, what's happening around the place? Is there a lot of infrastructure, a lot of apartments? Yeah, just being aware.
What's the area? Yeah, being aware. I like that. Yeah, so doing that research.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a few tips from us, 4 key points on what to look out for so you can be confident if you are looking at or you are going to buy off the plans. Doing your research, looking at their past work, doing your homework, looking at the plans, the materials, the spec, the sizing, everything like that. Of course, seeing what protection is in place to make sure you're safe before you move in and of course after you move in. And of course, just doing some research around the value and making sure you are buying at the right price. Yep. Buying off the plans is a great way to secure your first home. And again, you have a bit more time to go and budget before you get into the front door, which is pretty good. So definitely let us know if you have any questions around that. We're more than happy to help. And of course, this guy has a whole bunch of experience around development that he's always happy to share. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or you have any more questions around different videos or topics in property, let us know. We'd love to help you. You can find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, on YouTube, and of course on our website, nestainvest.com. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.
Bye.